I have a couple more problems I wanted to help review as we look at the 1.4 material from Math 126 OE1 Lumen OHM. So this is kind of a throwback a little bit. Given that f of x equals 5x plus 5 and g of x is negative 6, calculate f of g of negative 2 and g of f of negative 9. So it's kind of funny because g of x is a constant function, so it's a little bit of a trick there. I want to kind of address this. So no matter what g of x is, it's going to produce a negative 6. All it is. There's no variable there. So our f of g of negative 2 is just going to be f of negative 6. Because no matter what g is, you could put a million in there. G of a million is still going to be negative 6. So what is f of negative 6? That's going to be 5 times negative 6 plus 5, or negative 30 plus 5, which is negative 25. And then g, this is the funnier part that I chuckled with at the beginning, g of f of negative 9. Well, it really doesn't matter what f of negative 9 is, because g is always going to make a negative 6. Okay. So there, that's kind of fun. Now let's look at, this is a little more interesting. F of g of 0, looking at this graph down here, I'll make it a little bigger. Now, they want f of g of 0, so we look for g of 0 first. So come over to this graph here. G of 0 means when x is 0, so this is g of 0. G of 0 is negative 1. So now we come over here to this graph and look for negative 1. This is the graph of f, and the value there is 1. So f of negative 1 equals 1. So that's going to be 1. G of f of 1. So we look at 1 on the f graph, and it's right here. So that is f of 1, and that's going to be 0. So we come over here, and we look for g of 0. Hey, we already found that it's negative 1. So that's negative 1. Now f of negative 3. So we look at negative 3 on the f graph. That produces a 2. And then we look for f of 2, because this becomes f of 2 then. So f of 2 is 3. Then g of negative 5. So g of negative 5. Here's g of negative 5. Looks like it's a 4. And then we come over here. We're looking for essentially g of 4 then. So g of 4 is down here. And that's negative 5. Okay, that seems to work. And it's negative 5. That's it. Hope this helps, and hope you can finish up this whole section. Okay, let me know if there are any problems. Bye.